I'm here with my client Sadie, and she is in the travel industry, and is trying to rent out her beautiful countryside cottages. Sadie, tell me why you hired me to help you with this. What is that? What is the problem that you're having?
Well, I'm having trouble in
Marketing?
marketing.
Oh, okay. So that's why you hired me to help you market your cottages. And today we're going to talk about 3 social media platforms that will help you market those cottages. It is going to really help your business a lot. I know you're trying to get those families out to your cottages and couples for romantic weekends, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the 3 things I want to talk to you about, Sadie, are a Facebook page for your business, a YouTube channel, and TripAdvisor. We're going to start with Facebook, okay? Now, do you have a website already?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're probably wondering why your website isn't helping you. Now, I want to tell you that Facebook has many more advantages over having just your general website. Are you a little afraid to set up a Facebook business page?
I'm okay with doing it,
Okay.
but I haven't started Facebook because I think that my business will.
You're a little afraid. You're just afraid about Facebook. Okay. So let me just tell you about how powerful Facebook is. For one, Facebook has over 1 billion users. You can't go wrong there because you want to get your cottages and the word out to as many people as you can. Yeah, certainly. So Facebook is one of the largest social media platforms, and I highly suggest. Now, are you under a budget? Do you have a tight budget with marketing?
Yes.
Yes, I can imagine. So Facebook is also good for that because guess what?
What?
It's free.
What?
Yeah, you can set up your Facebook business page for no cost, and if you want to do some ads, it's also a very minimal amount, so that will really help you. Now, it's very easy to create a business page, and some of my associates can help you with that. But another thing is that when someone looks at your website, how do you communicate with them?
Good question. They.
It's probably hard. Like if they send you an email, you may not get it for a day or two, right?
No, that's the hard part.
Yeah. So a little bit louder, but I think that with Facebook, you can really respond to your clients faster.
Yes.
And if they have any questions about the cottages, you can get alerts a lot faster with Facebook, especially like with your phone, and respond to any problem faster. And then you can link your website to Facebook. So that would be really helpful, I think, to you. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Okay, so you think that you could use Facebook for your cottages? The other thing is that Facebook has some interesting tools that you can use, which can help you track your competition or also see your target audience and things like that to really help you. And if you make some creative links on and post to your Facebook, you could really get people to like your pages and share them. So Facebook has some really unique things that you can do, like liking and following a page and sharing and linking and putting video links and things like that. How do you feel about that?
I feel okay.
Okay. So I think that's really important because it's free, it's easy to use, and you can reach a lot of people with Facebook. All right. So Sadie, do you have any questions about using Facebook for marketing your cottages? Are you ready to go on to my next recommendation for your company? Okay, so that's great. I'm glad that you're okay with that. So the next thing I want to talk to you about marketing your beautiful cottages is using YouTube. Are you familiar with YouTube videos?
Yes.
Yes. Well, I want you to know that YouTube is the second largest search engine. When people look for something, The second place that they go to is YouTube. And so, do you think that if your clients were looking at something, would it be better for them to just read an ad about the cottages, or do you think that they might enjoy seeing like a beautiful video of the landscape and the scenery and the nature?
Maybe a video would work.
I think it might be more entertaining for them, right? So there's a lot of good advantages for using YouTube when it comes to that, because you can also use customer testimonials. So if you have clients that are so happy that stayed at your cottages, you might get them talking about it.
Ooh.
Yeah, see, ooh. And you can create your own YouTube channel. So you can have a list of different things that you might have one day, the one cottage, another video is your other cottage, another video is the lands around it or some of the animals that you have on your farm, and things like that. So the videos can really help highlight the scenery and showcase the nature and the beauty and everything that's around you. You can get really creative with your YouTube. Any ideas that maybe how you would set up your YouTube video that could be creative and showcase your cottages?
Maybe I could do some editing and make it look like I'm holding a picture in my hand of the cottage.
Oh, okay, yeah. So along with the video that's actually showcasing, yeah, you could come in and you can maybe edit some things. I think that's a really good idea. And again, you can do this all at a very low cost. So even if you had to hire somebody professional to come in and do the video, you could probably find ways to do that at a very low budget. And you can get these things out. You can link your YouTube videos to your Facebook page once that's set up, and everything can also be linked to your website. So all these things being linked to different places is really going to help you get the information out.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Would having my own channel cost any money?
No. So that's great. So you can have your own YouTube channel and it will not cost you any money. So I think that's a really good thing. And then after the YouTube video, you can even have some kind of announcement. You can put everything in closed captionings. You know, closed captioning means like, so the words can be whatever you're saying on the video. You can also put the words down at the bottom so people can read it at the same time. So make sure that they don't miss any information on your YouTube videos. I think that would be really helpful. And YouTube also helps you track how things are going with the video and if it is attracting more business, because it has a way to measure that data and statistics. So if you have somebody, or if you do it yourself, or you have somebody else that's helping you with your website, they can also be tracking those things. It would be, I think, a really good idea. And the fact that you can share the YouTube video in so many different places. So the last thing that I really want to talk to you about, which I think is the most important, is TripAdvisor. Because TripAdvisor is the world's largest travel site. And what you want to do today, 80% of people, before they book any kind of reservation or hotel reservation, they are going to read a review about it. You want to generate those reviews from people, and you want their experience to be good, and so that they leave feeling super special about your cottages, and you can nicely ask them to, write a review for you. It's very important. That website gets so much traffic, TripAdvisor. Just in 2014, can you believe that TripAdvisor made more than $1 billion in revenue? Yeah, it is really, really popular. And because so many people are using it today, word of mouth, if a friend says, where should I go on holiday on Facebook, and they say, oh, you should go to Sadie's Cottages, they're great, Sadie's Cottages are so great, then that's called word of mouth. And TripAdvisor is like the same thing. You want to get the people to come and give them reviews, and you can respond to those reviews. And now TripAdvisor has some great, they're always expanding their offerings. They can book your place right there on TripAdvisor. They can make the reservations that way. They can also have an app on their phones. Everybody's going mobile these days, Sadie. cell phones. It's really important that you're using all these social media platforms because they can do their bookings right there. And if they're looking for something in that area, they can put in cottages, mountainside in your area, and they can have the TripAdvisor app that will help them with all that information and booking and how to get there and directions and everything. So I think if you don't do anything else, if you don't have your Facebook, if you don't have YouTube videos, I think the number one thing that you should go with is start working on TripAdvisor. Do you have anything out there like that on TripAdvisor yet?
TripAdvisor.
No. See, Sadie, you are missing a huge potential client base right there. You have got to get yourself on TripAdvisor like yesterday, okay? So I really, if you take anything away from this meeting, you make sure that you and your staff get on that TripAdvisor. And yes, what's your question?
Can YouTube and Facebook be an app?
YouTube and you can definitely have the YouTube app. I don't think Facebook, you can do that yet, but Facebook is just right there. It is like, you download it right onto your mobile phone and you have it everywhere. So let's just get back to TripAdvisor for a minute. What was I going to tell you about that? I just think that, I was saying, like, if you don't do anything else, you need to get on TripAdvisor. And what you can do is you can start by taking some pictures of your cottages, and you can start some professional pictures up and really get that going. And another really great thing about TripAdvisor is that you can really get the customer's perspective. You really need to know what your customers are looking for and when they write their reviews, and you can get a lot of great information and tips. And maybe, look at some of your other competition on TripAdvisor and see what kind of things they're offering. So I think that's really important. So let's just wrap up by going over some of the things that I talked about today to help you with your cottages. So one, we're going to get you a Facebook page. You're going to get that up and running. And you want to make sure that you are taking care of that page by posting things. It'd be really great to keep that updated with pictures and videos and any posts that are going on in the area where your cottage is. Like maybe there's a special festival going on nearby, you should post that on your Facebook page. I think you mentioned to me some kind of festival that was happening, a wine festival or something. So that's a great way to bring people to your cottages for a weekend. Secondly, the YouTube videos. So you and your staff can start a YouTube channel and you can start showcasing some of that beautiful scenery and maybe a sunset happening in real time, something like that. So you want to get that all linked up and everything linked up to your webpage as well. And the third thing, and what I think right now is the most important for your industry, for your cottages, is what, Sadie?
TripAdvisor.
Yes, TripAdvisor. Make sure that you get on TripAdvisor. TripAdvisor has over 90 million members in 45 countries. In over 45 countries. So you better make sure that you are on the ball with that. All right, so Sadie, we went over all the strategies I have for marketing your cottages, but I do have to tell you about some of the risks as well. You have to be informed about everything, right? So before you get started with anything, there's always potential for some kind of risk. So when you're doing your Facebook page and YouTube videos and anything that you're going to write descriptions of on TripAdvisor, make sure you're always honest, right? And you also want to use your own original content because you don't want to be accused of stealing somebody else's information. And also be careful, like it's okay to link things with your videos, whatever, but just again, you want to make sure that that you at least either saying that you're taking it from somebody else and give them the credit, or just make sure you have your own original content. You also want to make sure that you're not offending anybody, because that would be a horrible thing if you offended a whole group of people and then you're going to lose a lot of business. So make sure that everything that you do is, legal and ethical and unbiased when you put any information out there. You don't want to offend anybody. So just make sure that you and your staff have that covered. And it's a possibility that you get a negative review or some complaints, and you have to be able to handle that quickly, and get that under control so that you don't continue to have negative reviews. You want usually respond to those people, and explain, what happened. Maybe they didn't have hot water or something, but you want to be able to explain, what happened and apologize for it. And the last thing is, anything you do online, Sadie, there's always a potential that somebody can hack into your website or Facebook page. So you do want to make sure you're always looking and making sure somebody's not hacking into your sites to post anything negative about you. And just, check, make sure your competition or anybody else is just not stealing your information as well. So I just wanted to go over those risks and make sure that you're aware of anything potentially that could go wrong and that you are equipped to handle it when it does. Okay, Sadie? Great. All right, Sadie, it was such a pleasure meeting you. Good luck with your cottages. Goodbye.